Number 17, the volume of a rectangular box is given by the equation v of x here. And the height of the box is given by the expression x plus 3. Find an expression representing the length and another expression representing the width of the rectangular box. Well, since we know that here we have a height of x plus 3, we could divide this out and we should be left with the length and width, because volume, if you remember, volume equals length times width, width times height. So if I'm given the height, I could divide out. If I took the volume and divided the height, that would leave me with length times width. So that's what I'm going to do here. I'll use synthetic, since I can solve real quickly to say that x equals -3. I will divide by -3. And so I have 1x cubed, 6x squared, -19x, and -84. And if I do this correctly, I should have a remainder of 0, because there's no remainder up here. The formula is volume equals length times width times height. So 1 times -3 is -3. We follow mama as we do this. We multiply, add, and multiply, add. This combines gives us 3. We multiply, get -9. This gives us -28. The negative times the negative is going to be positive, and that will be positive 84. This is a remainder of 0, so that's good. That means, since this was x cubed, my length times width would be x squared plus 3x minus 18. That's the length times the width, also known as area. The area would be the length times width, which is this equation. So now that I know that, I'll put that on there. Area equals x squared plus 3x minus 28. No, excuse me, yeah, minus 28. I could now find the length and the width by using x method. I'm factoring in trinomial now. So I'll say factors of a times c, they're going to add up to b. So I'm looking for factors of -28, because this is a 1, that add up to 3. 7 and 4, I think, are going to be the numbers. Put them here, 7 and 4. I need to be positive 3. That means a positive 7 minus 4, and that gives me -28. So I take my first term, I split it, and so this means I have x plus 7 and x minus 4. Now I typically think of the length being bigger, so I'll just say this is my length, and I'll say this is my width. The reason it's bigger is because this x value will be added 7, this one will be subtracted by 4. So we'll say length is x plus 7, width is x minus 4. These here will be my answers for part A. Part B says that the longest side of the box is 18 inches, then find the volume of the box. Okay, so now if the longest box is 18, then that would mean I'm going to take this x plus 7, because I think that's the longest side. So x plus 7 would equal 18. If I subtract that, that means x is 11. And if x is 11, then my width, so that means, let's just keep track of these. The length would be 18. So let's do that over here. Length equals 18. I plug in x of 11 into the width, and so the width would equal, 11 minus 4, since we now know what x is. 11 minus 4 would equal 7. That means my width is 7. And my height was x plus 3. Was it not? Let's go back up here. Yeah, x plus 3. So I would say, for this is the length. Here's the width. Sorry, that's width. And now the height would be x plus 3, which is 11 plus 3 equals 14. That would be my height. To find the volume, I would multiply these out. Volume would equal 18 times 7 times 14, which is, when I go to my calculator, just clear this out real quick. 18 times 7 times 14. 1764. And let me check this. Did it give us a unit anywhere? It does not. So we would just call this units cubed. This is my volume.